kind of like...
Yeah, well, but by the way, a lot of my pieces are really kind of have that slight trend, but really kind of more classic. Like this next piece, oh my gosh, these. He thinks these are adorable.
Oh, he loves these?
Loves.
Okay, pear and round cut. Beautiful little delicate bows right at the top. A little bit of that dangle.
Perfect under the Christmas tree.
These, that bow metalwork in that front, it's just like a little kiss of just like beautiful femininity that's in there. We are going to talk about the necklace in just a moment. These are going to be pierced, large butterfly clutch backs as well. Darling.
They really are darling. They're perfect for the holidays, which was like, I was so happy that they made it through the HSN cut, because you know, HSN has their own particular opinions. They really know their customer, and so sometimes I'll put something forward and it doesn't necessarily mean it makes it through, but I was so happy that these ones made it through because they are perfect for under the Christmas tree, perfect for the holidays. They have there's such a sweetness to it. I really, really love a bow during the holidays. Who doesn't love a little bow in the hair and on the ear? And also, I like to think of bows. I'm just going to put my hair up now so you can see them on me if you want to change the view. A bow, for me also, remember like when you were a kid and someone would put, like, or your mom would say, just tie a ribbon around your finger so you don't forget. So when I was making these, I kind of considered them like my forget-me-not earrings. So it's like when someone is just trying to just send a message, a note of like, don't forget me. Do I have it on properly? Yes, I do. I mean, they're just so sweet and darling.
If this was, I know we're both boy moms, but if you had a daughter and you're ready to kind of give her like first dangle earring, she's graduated from like the studs and she loves jewelry.
This is a perfect little piece.
Wouldn't this be perfect for her? It's like the perfect size bow, so they don't get kind of over, you know. Yeah,
they're a little bit on the dainty side, but not in the stone. Like the pear stone is still a really great substantial size. You get the sparkle, and yeah, it's great for younger, but it's still great for the older group too.
I think I'm even thinking of like, you know, people that love princesses, or you know, there's a whole genre of like adults that are like, I think this would be. I love a little like delicate to it. You still get a little bit of that dangle, but not overdone. And again, nothing when we do these, because it is this perfect weight of all of your dangle earrings.
Yeah, it's very comfortable.
Do you remember back in the day when all the dangle earrings would just tug and pull and they were heavy?
Right.
That was in here?
And this is like, it's not, it sets against the ear, so it's not actually like a dangle where there's a lot of weight to it. It's almost like put in like a stud, but I mean, it's, like you can see, it's really a substantial size. This is not a dainty earring. I mean, again, I think we have a few things that I feel like are so, like scream so holiday, and I think this is one of them. This is just you could put your hair back like this with a little bow, jeans, and like a little cute furry faux, a faux fur, and it would look so holiday.
So I want you to, when you're looking at these different, and I kind of turned this one again, because I know I said this earlier, but I feel like, have you ever had jewelry, whether it's like a clasp, it's like the way the earring, you know, is clasped in the back, and they're so small, so hard, you love them, but you don't put them on.
Oh yeah, we're revisiting the back of the ear, right?
Yes, only because I feel like if you would assume the back would be very small and dainty as well.
It's still a very big, substantial size.
Large butterfly backs that are on here. So again, whether you have dexterity issues or nail girlies like both of us, we've been swapping out her earrings like...
Yeah, I've had no problem getting these on and off. And again, with the nails, it is hard. So like I just took it off. I'm gonna put it back in. I think the hardest part is actually just finding the little hole. But here, I'm putting it in right now.
And it's so easy to find in the back.
Boom.
My mom, I've worked in news, I've done lifestyle. My mom's like always watched me on television, and she's always like, Tina, your neck. We need to find your neck. We need a longer neck. It looks so beautiful. And I think that dangle, along with the cut of the bottom stone.
The pear stone.
Yes, that pear. Again, we're looking for that elongation, right? That neck where it kind of like brings more out in it.
Right, and the bow, it gives this beautiful sort of like triangle shape. It's like goes like this, then it comes down, and it's got a beautiful sort of shape on the ear for the face too. So, yeah, I agree. Your mom is right.
oh, mom is always right.
Moms are always right.
But then I became a mom and I was like, oh no, I have to be the one that's right.
A lot of pressure.
That is a lot of pressure. I still call my mom right now and I call her and I say, Mom, I'm at the grocery store. Where would this item be?
Oh.
And I'm 45.
Wow.
I don't know what I would do now.
I don't call my mom at the grocery store.
No?
No. My mom doesn't know how to really she knows how to do a lot of things, but the grocery store is not hers.
Is not
her
one
jam.
of hers?
No, not her jam.
What about, so every time I wear earrings or necklaces or anything, I come home and my son goes, Mama, you're so beautiful.
Aww.
Mama, it's so pretty. It's so sparkly. What about, do you get that also at home?
I do. He notices when I change my jewelry, he's starting to really notice that sort of thing. He hasn't said that I look beautiful yet, but I'm waiting for that. He's only 3. I don't think he's paying attention to those things.
There.
He'll get there. I'll be looking forward to it.
I'm just a little ahead of you. He's 5, Riker's 5.
Aww.
So I think now he's...
So funny. I actually did do this facial a couple weeks ago and my face was really red. And so I told him, I was like, I said, my face is really red from this facial, and then I was out of town this last week, so I was away from him for a week, which was so painful. And he came up to me and says, is your face still red? I'm like, no, I hope not. Does it look red? So he's noticing things, but not exactly.
Not the things you want him to notice.
Not the way I want him to notice, yeah.
Which I think is so very, your kid will be the one.
Yeah.
Oh, it's always your family that's going to do it.
Is your face still red? I don't know, is it?
I love it. 3 is a great age. 2 is my favorite.
I've loved it all, but the 2 and the 3, when they start talking, it's just the best.
I think that's so, and I think you had music and you were a stamp in everybody's life. Like you were saying, music does the same thing. It's a point in time when this song, when you heard it, how it made you feel. You were everybody's favorite character. We became on TV.
I don't know about everybody's favorite, but thank you.
Well, you gravitate, right, to whatever your character happens to be, whether it's on Broadway, sold out concerts. You're leaving your mark with so many humans.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah, well, if you're lucky enough to be able to tell stories, and whether it's on stage or here at HSN through jewelry, and that's a wonderful. My mom always taught me. Didn't teach me a lot about the grocery store, but she taught me a lot about she's a performer too, and she said, listen, we have a gift to be able to tell stories, tell human stories, and that is what makes people feel good and makes people feel connected and brings people together. So thanks to my mom, she always reminded me that it wasn't about just getting attention by being a performer. It was about, really being a storyteller and helping people.
So when we sit here and we're talking about these pieces and you're looking at these earrings, is that what you're thinking about?
Yeah,
who's going to wear this? Where will they go?
Most of the pieces, for sure. For people who are just tuning in, I had said that these are these little bow earrings with the diamond drop, and but when I was creating these, I thought of the forget-me-not when you're a little kid, and your mom would tell you oh, don't forget your jacket at school, put a ribbon on your finger so you don't forget. So these were my little forget-me-not earrings, don't forget me, so a special someone could give these to someone they love, as a don't forget me, I'm always thinking of you, and they're just sweet for the holidays. They sparkle, they're not too big, so they're not too fussy. So you can give them to, even a teenager who wants to have a little glam for the holidays. But for my mom, who's 72 years old, she's like, why'd you tell everybody that? But for her age group, I actually like it for an older group too, because I feel like the more dainty you go, the more understated. I feel like the younger you can actually look when you don't go. That's just my little tip. I always feel it really depends on how you style it. But I always tell my mom, no, Mom, if you're going to go with such a big piece, you really need to be more understated with the fashion. That's a tip that I've learned from working with amazing stylists over the years. But so for my mom's age group, 72 plus, I love this because you just wear something with a little tiny sparkle and some cool jeans and some great little boots, and you look chic, and it just brings that age just down a little bit.
I feel like if somebody sees these, again, if they're thinking about themselves, they're thinking about somebody they want to gift these, and you're like, Tina, I would really love to own those. I know there's not a lot of these. I know it's super special. I'm going to remind you one more time, if you do not have an HSN credit card, and sometimes when you open up a credit card, we give you $10 free or $20 free. 50.
Wow,
do you know how many
know.
pieces we could just get?
That's insane.
We could just get these. This, by the way, is very, very limited. $50 free to spend away.